Hello, everyone. Welcome to Self Discovery Support. This is going to be a storytelling discovery session supported by Oracle and Tarot cards. In this session, you may recognize yourself or the person you are connecting to in the characters. I want you to think of this as an opportunity for reflection and growth. But I think I also need to say that don't force this to fit if you may or may not see yourself, right, in this. And that's totally fine. There are many other readings on my channel and on YouTube. So fret not if you don't see yourself in it. There's more information to help you on your journey in the description box when the live stream ends. I'll put it there. And also support my work with a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Let's start. Most High, please guide this reading for the highest good of the collective. All right. Today we are just doing a collective reading, and we're using the Change Tarot and the Intuition Oracle. All right, and we will pull zodiacs at the end as usual. All right. So I pulled this card. Well, I shuffled and asked what's the story? What's the collective thing that's going on now? Or what's the storyline from the collective that, could be talked about today? And this is a card. It's like a really sweet card. It is the Romantics. And it says, I allow romance to touch my heart every day. So I think there's an energy here of people maybe reuniting, coming together. And it's this card talks about like almost like the Two of Cups, like coming together, hopes of a new partnership, possibly reuniting with someone, but also knowing that this is one of the connections in a lifetime. It could be that this connection that happens right now could become something much more, but it's like the entryway to finding that possibility. All right, so that is the energy that we have for this story today. I'm gonna use, I don't know, I just felt to use this one instead today. Rana George Lenormand. All right, so let us see what is going on with this romantics energy. All right, we have the man, the coffin, the whip, the scythe. We have spirit, the boat or the ship, the cross, and the stork. Okay. Let's look at what's happening here for you guys. A general overview first. So this to me is right at the heart of your reading is there's an ending which happened, right? So immediately, if this story is one that concerns you or you feel it's a match for you or what you're going through, you or your person, there is something that came to an end, and it's to do with this love connection here, right? It's feeling like, let's look up here. It's something that it feels like it happened quite quickly with this scythe energy. And I think there's like still things that you may not know, still things that could come to light. And maybe that's what's going to be happening, because this is like some kind of big reunion energy here. This situation could have happened really quickly. You could have felt guided to do that. You could felt like it's in your best interest to maybe cut someone off. As we go along in the story, we're gonna see. Now, if you're a cross watcher here, you could flip this, right? Maybe somebody cut you off. Maybe something sudden happened. Which, you know, it's not just about being cut off, but it's more about like this sudden, like a surprising energy. There is now also, let's see if you can see that card. Okay, I think that's better for you. It's something that was in progress. It feels like a situation that either you were pursuing or you were being pursued. It feels like it came to an end because of the issues that this connection had. Maybe you two had different belief systems. Maybe you two had just different bits of baggage that you brought from other relationships. Or maybe it's just, you know, sometimes two people clash. Sometimes people just trigger each other. Doesn't mean that that's how it will be forever, but sometimes personalities trigger each other. Okay. So with this whip and the stork is feeling like there is a lot of tension, but it does not mean that there is not a new phase coming. In fact, it actually is indicating that somebody here wants a new phase to start, a new cycle, dare I even say. But I wouldn't even say cycle, because cycle to me means the same thing happening again and again, a pattern, right? This feels like new, and it feels like with the man card here, it's feeling like somebody in this connection has changed. There's been a change that's developed here. And that's why this is able to start anew. Now, how does this relate to our romantics? It says, I allow romance to touch my heart every day. It feels like somebody, and I think it's this person here. It looks like a masculine energy. Could be a man. More likely, Lenormand is pretty literal in it as a system, so I do think this is like a male person. This is the more romantic depiction of this male energy, right? And so I feel like somebody who could have been maybe more career focused, maybe more straight laced, maybe more conservative even as well, more socially involved, is coming to some kind of change, because now this is somebody who's like a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more like able to flow with their feelings, and maybe even also focus on romance as well. Let's see. Okay, so far, if that sounds like something that is sounding familiar, there could be something for you in this reading. All right, so let's look a little bit deeper. So we now have a sudden cutoff that happened to this person, or this person cut somebody off kind of very suddenly, right? But whatever it is, this whole situation came to an end. All right, so this to me tells me that what we see now is that regeneration energy. Now let's look at it from this way. Since this ending happened, this person has had a lot of issues in terms of it's weighed really heavily on them. It produced a lot of conflict, and nobody likes conflict, right? Nobody likes having that energy. And it does feel like for something to produce that amount of distress, it means that there was a lot of feelings here, right? Because as we said, it was something that was in progress. It was actually like, this to me is like full steam ahead type of thing. It was happening and then bam, like cut off. Let's look, okay, a little bit more. So it kind of feels here that when this thing happened, this shock of like a sudden like wall up, or I'm gonna push you away, whatever, or cut or connection off type of thing happened, it did, I don't know, it's like it feels like a tension in this person. I want to come towards you, but I know that when I come towards you, it's gonna mean more conflict. Okay, so there's like duality, somebody really in turmoil, maybe from their own actions, because I don't see somebody else here. This feels like the evolution of one person here. Also, this feels like it's a divine timing type of thing. What do I mean by that? We do have the spirit card here, which does talk about like something being guided by the universe. So your connection could have been guided to have that ending, but also now guided to have the new beginning. So if you are somebody that you feel like somebody had cut you off, or you cut them off, and you're at a loss, what do I do in this situation? Sometimes these things are guided for our benefit, because sometimes the clash of personalities, the clash of issues, the triggering just becomes too much. And it almost is like, okay, we've had enough contact. It's almost like the universe gives you a timeout. Each of you go to your corner and you learn something, you reflect on it, and then you come back. I kind of feel like that's what's happening here, because this is all guided here. Guided ending, guided new beginning. All right, let's look at this last line. Okay, here we have the two men. This is somebody that had burdens in the past. This male energy that we've been talking about, if you want to call it, some people would refer to it as maybe the divine masculine. But I will just say it's masculine energy here. It's somebody that, as I said, in the role that they used to have previously, they were very burdened. We can look a little bit more at some of these things, like what was like the stress that they were under. But it feels like this person has kind of is rising above that, or has risen above that, and is now in a different space. It feels like now I want to focus on things that maybe are a little bit softer in life. It almost feels like going from like the career person, the socialite, the conservative, to somebody like more bohemian, more open to different types of information, more different types of lifestyles type of thing, more relaxed in their energy. Okay, so we did say we'd look a little bit deeper at some of these things. I want to see what these burdens are. Let's start with that. Okay, there's something here about like clearing the energy of a friend, or something about being loyal to something that they needed to clear that energy from. I could look at this many ways, is that this person either had somebody around them or people around them that, you know how you're like in a certain lifestyle, you have like a certain type of set, and I think about like the finance guy set, or that finance guy type of trope, where, you know, they do similar things because they work in a certain industry, or the tech guy or whatever it is, the career ladder guy. It's like that person had like friends like that, or you could have the people that hang out at the bar or the club or whatever it is, but it's this person had like friendships, or a friend in particular, that it feels like they may have needed to clear that energy, because it's looking to me like, with this, it could have been superficial type of friendships that were like about surface, and that actually could have weighed them down, kept them stuck, type of thing. And so that could have been some of the burdens, which I don't know if this, okay, yeah, I see it. When you're going through that kind of change, that transition in life, where you're going from like what society and your family teaches you to like a more conscious way of being, a more awakened way of living your life, which is the transition I'm seeing for this guy here, is that you start to want to give up. You start to notice that your values are not the same as the people you're around. I think that was happening to this person. Okay, I'm still nosy. Like, I want to know what that caused in this person's life. They could have done impulsive things. They could have, okay, I think this is like our feminine energy, the object of their attention, right? You can see it like they're a match here. So this person has transitioned into somebody that is more of a match for her. Okay, let's see this impulsive energy. Like, this person could have, oh, okay, this person could have like lived a kind of like risky life. I don't know, it's like coming across here with the clover and the tower. A risky life, but also not very open, not very vulnerable to people and love. And this, I'm telling you, this is a change that's happened for this person. I think they are different. They could have created a lot of chaos, to be honest, because they would do impulsive things, take chances, but also be very withheld. So that's kind of it could almost be like an ethos of this type of friend group. Like it's reminding me of like a boys club type of thing. Like, okay, we're gonna like live wild, or we're gonna live high. We're gonna do what boys do, and we're only responsible to ourselves, right? Because this can be like high boundaries, independence. We're only responsible to ourselves. And I think this has kind of shifted for this person. I'm still nosy. How did this shift? Okay. This person here, it's like they want to do more. Okay, I get it. They want to explore the world, if I'm going to explain it in a big way, in ways that are more healthy. So this could have been, remember we were saying like this is more like, I don't know, clubs, bars, hanging out, just like chilling, doing whatever with the guys type of thing. It's like they're looking at new ways of being and exploring the world, new ways of going out into the world, new ways of being social. If I am to, yeah, I think that's where I'll leave that. But what else do we want to look at here? Let's see. Okay, I want to see maybe why things were cut off, because I don't think this message went too deep into that. Why? First of all, why were there tensions? Okay. The house. Okay. Again, it's like with the confusing energy, I think this person couldn't make up their mind what they wanted. It's like staying in a comfort zone and knowing that they needed to make a decision. What's the direction I'm going towards? Maybe who am I going towards? And just blockages, like didn't want to make a decision or couldn't make a decision. So yeah, it feels like somebody that could have been very stuck in, and I used the word cycle before. Maybe it is a cycle that was happening for this person. All right, let's find out about this ending. Why did this ending happen? This is all the story of this guy, I think. Okay, we have the heart. It's about to get juicy, I think. All right. Okay. Okay. I told you it was gonna get juicy, right? This person, I kind of think what I see here is like I fell in love. It's as simple as that. I was living this life where I was independent, like a free agent. Yeah, I think is how I would describe that. I live my life for myself. I prioritize like my friends, my work, my I don't know, the values that were important to me, my social climbing, upbringing, whatever it is, my rise. And here something started, but it had to stop because this person couldn't make up their mind. Why? Okay, why did this stop? If you are the person on the other end of this person developed emotions which seem to make them want to come towards you, right? The writer is somebody that's like, I'm on my way. I'm, yeah, this is happening, right? It's full steam ahead as well, but it's more active. It's like I'm coming to sort something out. I have a mission type of thing. And this actually almost like illuminated a lot for this person. This person could have realized that they weren't living like a life that was full, and also realized that this person, right here she is, made him feel very happy. Okay, I just said here she is, and like something went off for me where I did show you I showed you the other woman card before, that was his match. This feels like somebody else. This feels like, okay, I've met this person. She's not like the way I am now, but she is somebody I always felt like how do I say that? She is like the person I want to become, type of thing. But it feels like there's another energy here. Maybe this is because this is the match for this guy up here. So maybe there's another guy, another person, right? Another partner that he maybe was going to choose, but it feels like blockages went up. I can't make this decision right now. Okay, and it feels like that's about the time when the feeling started happening for the other person. That one person, one lifestyle was being closed down. As I said, remember, it's all guided by spirit. All of this, the ending, the beginning, new phase that's coming, all orchestrated by the universe for you, or this guy. And it's feeling like, yeah, it's like I thought I was going on one path because this should have been like my automatic partner, right? This person would look good on my arm. This person would be a match. They look like me, dress like me, that type of thing. It's interesting. When I showed you the couple down here, they were looking at each other, but look at these two, they're not looking at each other. So they look similar, right? But they're not a match. And I think this person realized that I was on a path that's actually not my path, and it feels like course correction. All right. I love these cards right here because it's like, I don't know, it really is that kind of romantic energy. It's like I allow romance to touch my heart every day. It feels like that's what happened to this person, is that the heart got touched, right? Got opened up to something new. Okay, and I think this is such a good message. I want to just expand on that a little bit. Like, what did this person hope for with this when this love energy happened? Okay, this person wanted to realize that they were going down a path that was not helping them. It was like almost like decay in a way, right? The mice is about things deteriorating. But here's the key, is a solution, right? There's a solution here. And a lot of it is about like, I can open up, I can learn as well new things. And this is really like emotions. Yeah, maybe this is I was lying to myself that I didn't want a relationship. I didn't want certain things, but or maybe I was hurt in a relationship, but now there's so many emotions. I can't hide it anymore. I can't lie to myself anymore. I actually do really want this. Yeah. And with this snake, and here's the other person here, I realized that it's almost like this person's emotions woke them up, because they weren't running on emotions before, right? I think it's more like values and friend groups and influence, that type of thing. This person was like, okay, the track I thought I was going down, this relationship that I dreamed of, I don't know, it's some kind of like, I don't know, I get this like socialite energy, is it's a lie, as much as I can say. All right, so I want to get advice for you. Okay, I'm going to use my tarot deck then. If you are this guy, if you are this masculine energy, you connect to this story that we've been talking about. And just to say, this is somebody that is now focused on romance. All right. What's the advice for you? Knight of Cups. That's really sweet. It's like focus on expression. I almost want to say like believing in the spirit of romance as well. This is somebody that has a romantic message, a romantic mission as well. And all right, there's something here about this Five of Swords energy. Maybe this is the type of energy that was present before. Or this could be something about beliefs that you have about love. I'm gonna be rejected, or love is something that is a losing game. There's a song by Amy Winehouse, Love's a Losing Game. If you relate to this, I would say like maybe give it a listen. But maybe do I believe that love is a losing game? And the Hermit is talking about like we need to think about where that's coming from, why, interrogate it a little bit, try to understand that, illuminate, right? This is the lantern showing like this is what you believe about love. Let's look at that some more, because beliefs will always like affect always the outcome. If you believe you're not gonna win, you're not gonna win. So all right, if you are the person, the object of this person's interest, affection, what's the advice for you? Okay, Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot. This is more about like something that's coming towards you, like great clarity is coming towards you, because I kind of feel like this person here has decided They want to say something. They've taken time to kind of like figure out, strategize how to work something out here. As you said, they left you they created some kind of chaos and blockages. I think this person is like coming towards you. This is a kind of like partnership energy coming towards you type of thing. But also the other message here is like you could be on a path of being someone that is self-reliant, able to nurture yourself and your community and others. Keep going on that path. It's not something like, oh, love's coming towards me, let me shut everything down, right? Keep growing, keep going. And lastly, there is one more person that was in this story. It was the partner that this guy thought he was gonna have. Now, if by some chance you are that person, I'm gonna pull some advice here as well for you. All right. Yes. All right. This is very clearly to me what I would like to think of as like God will sort it out, spirit will sort it out, universe will sort it out. And I kind of really believe that it's like when people kind of match, other people get rerouted, right? So if there's a person that had two options and they choose one, the other person gets rerouted to another soulmate, another partner type of thing. I think that's what's happening here. There is another opportunity for you, and it feels like that other opportunity is actually going to be your long-term committed partner. So you could have thought this was your partner. This guy went through some kind of awakening and got on a new track. There's something else for you here, and it actually is coming in swiftly, right? There's a lot of energy here of like it's happening quickly. Yeah, so there's all three of you, and now we're gonna get our zodiac signs. Let's see who is here in this reading. Thanks for staying so far. Give a thumbs up if you feel like this reading is for you. You see yourself or your story in it. Should I pull more? One more. Okay. We have, and please bear in mind, this can be sun, moon, rising, Venus, or north node, but it could also be just the archetypal energy. Taurus, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Virgo, and that's Cancer, Libra, Scorpio. Yeah, okay, I think that's it. So that was your reading. If you like this, again, please give a thumbs up, and I'd love to see you on another reading. Take care. All the best.